Okay, today is January the 6th, 2016, and today we're looking at the northeast water vapor loop, and we see a much larger storm right here moving in towards the west coast. And this is the storm that just moved through the LA area today and dropped 1.32 inches. So we've had a total of 3.75 inches in the last 2 days, and that's good news. Right now the barometer is 29.93 inches. That's risen just a little bit. Temperature is 42 degrees, the dew point is 42 degrees, and the humidity is 99%. And it's rained on and off pretty much all day, fairly heavy at times. All right, now we have a very super large storm right here that is moving towards the west coast. And I think that this storm here is going to be blocked. And we have some clockwise rotation developing right here, and there's a dry air opening forming right there. We also have a very large pocket of high pressure being installed down in this area, about 1,023 millibar. We'll take a look at that. We've got a HAARP transmitter right here on this spinning low pressure core right here, as well as right over here. And those show up both on the surface analysis map. All right, let's look at the some of these maps. We also have an obstruction in the jet stream right about here, where that clockwise movement is developing right here. We'll take a look at that on the jet stream. And also, right down southwest of Hawaii, right over here, we see a very large thunderstorm system. We'll take a look at that as well. And that is quite a system. Okay, we'll take a look at that next. Let's look at the Northeast Pacific Rainbow Loop. We can see the intensity of that hurricane force storm front right there. And I believe that the high pressure they're installing right here is going to provide some time that they can work on this system a little bit with a HAARP transmitter and break it down before it moves in. This is a very dangerous system. This could really cause some trouble and flood, a lot of flooding in the burn areas. And also we've got these levees in Sacramento. If we get a whole lot of rain real fast, that could cause some trouble. So we'll just take a look at these maps. Let's take a look here at the western U.S. water vapor loop. We can see that huge storm front moving towards the west coast. And they've got that high pressure starting to develop right down here. And of course, there's that high pressure that separates these two storms, or any two that happen to be so close together. We always have high pressure that'll keep them separated, and that's what we're seeing right there, that dark area. All right, here's the infrared loop. You can see the moisture moving in on all through California. Today on 1070, KNX 1070, there was a lady doing she's the weather lady for that station. She mentioned that she'd never seen the entire state of California under rainfall. All 58 counties were either getting snow or rain or sleet. But that was the situation today, and she made a note of that. She'd never seen that ever. The entire state completely covered with rain. All right. Here is the jet stream map. And we can see that obstruction right here, right along the 150 west longitude line right there. And that's approximately where they are, we see that clockwise rotation right on the leading edge of that front, that huge storm front. Okay, here is this is the surface analysis map. And we can see that hurricane force storm. This is 946 millibar. This morning was around 941 millibar. And we can see a huge cold front. And also we see that high pressure developing right down here. We've got 1,025 millibar all through here, and these ridges. And that may block some of this. Core, this storm right here is forecast to move to the north into the Alaska area. So we'll keep an eye on that. Tomorrow we should have more rain from this system. This is moving in next. Keep an eye on that. This is a 987 millibar gale right here, this whole system. And we have some high pressure indicated right up in here, and also right here in central California, these little ridges right here. So we'll keep an eye on all this and see what develops. All right, here's the sea level pressure We've got high pressure down here, these ridges. I think they're going to try to slow this thing down for a bit until they beat it up a little bit with the HAARP transmitters, and they'll let it in. I don't think they're going to let this come in full speed because of the flooding problem. Plus, we have this system that's going to dump more rain tomorrow. And today, we had 1.32 inches of rain, and that was a lot less than what was forecasted. We should have had more today than yesterday. We had 2.43 inches yesterday and 1.32 today, so we had about 1.1 inches less today. And the 2-day total is 3.75 inches for the Foothill area, so that's good. Appreciate the rain. Okay, next let's look at the 500 millibar. We can see some little ridges of high pressure over California, Central California. Little spike here. And then we have that low pressure, huge low pressure area right here. Okay, and we've got the next system out here, and we've got some high pressure indicated right here. All right, next is the 300 millibar, and we can see some spikes of high pressure all through here and out here. So my guess is that this system will slow this system down until they can knock it down a little bit. Okay, here is the MODIS today. This is the true color satellite map showing the chemtrails. Out here on the eastern part of the California desert, we see some evidence of chemtrails being sprayed right here. Let's take a look at that. I was a little surprised to see this, but here it is. You can see these streaks all through here. They're running every which way. Here is the Colorado River. This is the border with Nevada and Arizona. Arizona's over here. Las Vegas is right here. Looks like they're getting chemtrailed. You can see them right there. Real clouds is the super white stuff. Brilliant white right here. This is all real clouds, and then the chemtrail mix is this off-white stuff. So it does look like they were out spraying today. And we can see those streaks. They're all over. And as we pan back towards the Pacific Ocean, here is Vandenberg Air Force Base right here, Lompoc, right there. The southern portion of the map is missing, so we can't see Southern California, but we can go offshore and take a look at some of this other stuff. Also, before we do that, take a look here. This is interesting, this feature here. All these cloud formations right here. Not sure what formed that, but that's kind of interesting. All right, let's go back out here. This looks like chemtrail mix right here, mixed in with the real clouds. All right. So they were out spraying today, there's no doubt about that. We got plenty of rain, and that's good. Right now the air is pretty nice out. Okay, let's look at the geostationary satellite. This is the water vapor loop, and we can see the size of that storm as it moves towards California. And my guess is that they will block that. Hope they will. That will put us underwater. So we'll have to wait and see what they do. They're putting high pressure in right here. Let's see what happens. Okay, here is the tropical Pacific wide shot, and we can see a very large thunderstorm system right down southwest of Hawaii. It looks like as this loop advances, there is some considerable diminishment. We start off with a purple right here on the map. We have purple way over here, which is the most intense rainfall. And as this loops through 7.5 hours, we can see that there's quite a bit of diminishment down into the aqua and amber colors. And then we have looks like a blast pattern through here. So once again, we're looking at a thunderstorm system that is probably being blown apart. And the evidence is all along this edge here. We can see a blast pattern right there. You're probably using microwaves to do that. That will instantaneously heat the cores of these very large thunderstorms and cause expansion and water vapor to expand outward at a very high rate radially from the core, and that's what causes this blast pattern. And what they're probably using to do this is a maser, M-A-S-E-R. That preceded the laser technology. That's coherent microwave energy, which is very intense microwave energy, much like a laser, only in the in the microwave band of frequencies. All right. Next, we have this is the wave analysis chart, and we can see that gale right offshore is generating 27-foot swells right here, right off of California. So by Friday, we should be seeing some very, very high surf along the west coast. Right now, we've got 10 and 12-foot surf, but by Friday, we should see some very large surf. This is just the top 1/3, by the way. There could be some 30-foot swells out there. All right, so that's the summary for today, and we will do an update tomorrow. All right.